Is Lori Vallow Daybell making a comeback? There's some things happening behind the scenes and it makes me wonder what's going on. Lori Vallow Daybell has been in custody for the last 2 years. She was deemed incompetent and she was sent for restorative treatment for 90 days. After those 90 days were over, they did a status hearing and it was again ruled that she was incompetent. She went back into restorative treatment for 180 days, which would bring us to March of this year, 2022. Now, we have been waiting to find out what's going on with Lori. And there was a hearing in March. It was a closed hearing for her, and those records have been sealed. There were 2 orders that were locked. Because of the sealing, we don't know what that is, but we do know she's been in treatment for 180 days, which is 6 months already. And now we're going into 7th month as it's April. Court records show that the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, along with 2 doctors, submitted reports to Judge Boyce. And the order from the judge states, it is hereby ordered that the documents be sealed because the information in the report concerns the defendant's mental health records and restorative treatment. The defendant's privacy interests in having her mental health treatment records remain confidential, predominant over the public's interest in having the information disclosed. And we should be finding out soon. I mean, it's been back and forth. If she's incompetent, she'll stay and get treatment until she's competent. If she's deemed competent, then the ball gets rolling. If she is competent, things will proceed under 2 conditions. Number 1, she has to be able to assist in her own defense. And number 2, she has to understand her charges against her. Now, there's no insanity defense in Idaho, and it's rare for a case, it says, to be paused and never resumed because of competency. Now, remember though, if she is deemed competent, she's going to have to go through the whole process like Chad Daybell. She has to have her arraignment, a preliminary, everything that Chad's done that Lori hasn't. And here is Lori's laundry list of charges. Conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and grand theft by deception for the death of Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow. Conspiracy to commit first-degree murder in the death of Chad Daybell's first wife, Tammy Daybell. First-degree murder for the death of Tylee Ryan, and also the same for J.J. Vallow. And grand theft related to Social Security survivor benefits, over $1,000 allocated for Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow. So moving forward, she would go to her arraignment in front of the judge and make her plea of guilty or not guilty. If she is competent, let me know what you think of that in the comments below, what she will plea. But then when I look at the calendar, it's interesting because it shows that she actually in March things were happening, which I was talking about earlier. And then it also says March 11th, court minutes, 11th, order to seal. March 18th, order. March 21st, scheduling conference. And then it goes into April, March 22nd, order. April 1st, motion to seal. April 1st, motion to seal. Subpoena issued, a notice. And then on the 6th, which is just last week, subpoena issued. Another subpoena issued, and then the 6th, an order to close the hearing and seal the record. And then there was a notice of a remote hearing amended and redacted. Maybe it was a change of time. And then April 7th was a status conference. So I'm really, really curious here what the subpoena was that was issued, or there's 3 subpoenas. And I had a little chit chat today in my crime ring, which is my membership. We did a Zoom and we were chatting about different things that this could be because it's very curious. Now, I know there was a subpoena issued way back in December, or they were dealing with it in December, it had to do with Mark Means, but from a chat, it may not be related to that. And there's 3 different subpoenas. So I'm curious what it is. What do you think that could be? One person brought something up in our chat that maybe it has to do with possibly the doctor's diagnosis, and maybe it's different from a different doctor. And another person in our Zoom was talking about, well, maybe, there was 3 doctors. I don't know the rules. If you remember what that is, let me know in the comments below. There's a lot of information to actually remember in a lot of cases. But it's interesting here that maybe there's some conflicting diagnosis. I don't know. I really don't know what this could be. Let me know what you think these subpoenas would be. Comment below. I'm super curious. It's okay. Let it all out. But I never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually missing doing videos on Lori Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell. Weird, never thought I'd say that. Let me know your thoughts about that. If you want to see more, let me know below. If you're following the case and love deep dives, I have over 150 videos on the Daybell case. I cover Charles Vallow, Alex Cox, you name it pretty much, I have it, and I've done a ton of deep dives. Please like this video, share it out, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.